Right, so hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm joined by Brian today.
Hello guys.
From Porsche, who's going to be taking me out in the Porsche 911. Well, it's a 911, is it? No, not 911. Yeah, it's
911, but 992 variant.
Yeah, yes. The 4S.
4S, ceramic brakes, PDCC, lowered chassis, pretty high spec cars.
Yes,
lovely.
very, very quick.
Super quick.
Yes, yeah. So we've been out in the R8 and the Mustang Bullet today as well, and the M850i from BMW, so we'll see how this compares.
Hopefully favourably.
Yes. I've heard very, very good things about this.
Let's hopefully you'll see the same thing.
Hopefully we can.
Right, so let's get it started up. So foot on the brake, turn the key, and it should fire into life. I will say that with a sense of optimism.
Lovely. I've got to make sure I don't break my left foot. I've been playing way too many racing simulators.
Yeah, there's way too many. Yeah, so just get your left leg across to the left.
Yeah, that's cool.
So if you want to change any of the screen on the far side there, it's just on this scrolling button here. So if you roll that up, then you'll get a bit of car information.
That's pretty cool.
Fuel levels, etc, etc, etc. Obviously speedometer and the rev counter, the most important information is in the middle, like it is with all Porsches. And this is a 5-dial car.
Yeah.
So the
same.
And the dashboard in this is very reminiscent of the 930 that's over the G series.
It's nice. It just looks, the luxury levels in this are on par with a lot of the other bigger brands as well. Well, not bigger, on par with the other big brands.
Every time they evolve 911, I'm amazed by the fact that it's better than the previous one.
Yeah.
The previous one is a brilliant car, and you think, oh well, they won't be able to beat that.
No.
And then you drive the new one and you go, oh, I seem to be wrong again.
Yes, it's the technology that they get involved with everything, isn't it? And the way that they use the new technology to engineer the cars such a high spec and capable performance.
But still keep it so it's traditional at the same time. It's still by far the most, for me, the most communicative car that you'll drive here today.
Yeah, I've never driven a Porsche in my life, so first time.
Well,
it's gonna be
welcome. Let's break your virginity. So to get it into drive, you need your foot on the brake pedal. Pull the toggle back towards you. If you look in the rev counter, you see it's changed to first gear. The handbrake, if it was on, would self-release. For you to get seatbelt on. And let's set off and have a little look at it.
Sweet. Because with autos, it's always on the biting point, isn't it, where it rolls itself forward?
Not always. PDK in the standard 911 is on the biting point. PDK in the GT product, you have to apply gas to get it to move forward.
I see. It's nice.
So PDK autos is different from a standard automatic. So standard automatic will be a torque converter, what we refer to as Tiptronic.
Yes.
Whereas this is effectively an automated manual. So you're in gear via a clutch, and there's a second clutch with the next gear ready.
I see.
Select. So the big advantage from a driving point of view is that when you squeeze power on, the first course of action this car will be to move forward, and then it will change gear. And a torque converter will select the right gear, and then move forward.
I see. And obviously you've got the clapping paddles.
And you can select manual in this car by pressing the M button.
I'll leave that off for the moment.
The gearbox is pretty intuitive. Third out exit at the roundabout place.
Going on the hill road.
Yep.
Lovely.
So the cars, all Porsches run something called rising rate steering.
Yeah.
So the more you turn the steering wheel, proportionally, the more the front wheels will turn. So you get an increasing amount of steering lock for the same amount of steering input.
Oh, okay.
Then to compound that, this car's also got rear steer. So you can use fixed input. So you put your thumbs through these indentations in the steering wheel here, then the paddles are conveniently by your fingertips.
Yeah.
For this whole drive, you won't need to move your hands away from that position.
That's insane.
So then you can you get that communication with the front of the car, so you feel what the front wheels are doing. That'll give you a bit more confidence about what it's doing. And it's also pretty obvious where straight was or is. So if you get yourself into a bit of a drama, you know where the front wheels are.
So if I flipped, say I went down gear on this, will it automatically do it via the pedals? No, or do you have to put it in manual?
No, you can do it. You can override it at any time, and after a period of time, it will just drop back into auto. So you can use that if you wanted to overtake someone on the road. Or whatever. So, or you knew the corner that was coming up more than the car. Yeah. So we're going to bear off to the left.
Didn't think people were allowed to get out.
No one gets out of this one.
I see, because then the auto comes in and kicks in. But it's very quick, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's instantaneous on the gear selection. Milliseconds.
It's insane. And the way that it's keeping its economy as well by getting into the highest gear possible at the most relevant point.
And the car starts up in its default comfort mode. So when you tell it that you want it to come alive, then you have modes to do that. So in this car we have Sports Chrono, so you have Sports 1 Plus for that.
Yeah.
But for most people, they live in an urban area, so you start the car up, you don't want it to be racy.
No.
You want it to be convenient to drive.
Yes. Don't want to be waking up the neighbours.
Yeah, you might still wake up the neighbours.
You can hear it just burbles along, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's in its standard mode. So we'll go around these next couple of bends, and then I'm going to get you to turn the mode switch, which is on the steering wheel there. And I'll get you to twist that one click clockwise, and then that will pop it into sport mode.
Awesome. I like that, the mode selector on there.
So that came across from 918, where we used it to select hybrid mode. So it's nice that things have come across from the hypercar.
Yeah, that hypercar is I've never seen something like it in my life.
A sensational bit of gear. So turn the mode switch for me.
To the right?
Yeah, one click clockwise. Yep, that's it. So that's popped it into sport. Remember your hands I showed you on the wheel?
Yeah.
And just give it a little squeeze, so you can instantly hear the noise is different.
Yeah.
You now get popple from the overrun.
Yeah.
So put the sports exhaust on, change the throttle map, change the gearbox map, turns off auto start, turns off the associated efficiency functions, so things like coast, and it makes the car run a bit cooler. We run a lot of thermodynamics on this car.
It does sound lovely, doesn't it?
It's great.
Yeah,
it's a turbocharged engine.
Yeah.
Yet you still got this much mechanical noise.
Yeah. And that's what people like. I think it's it's the raw feeling of the car, and that's where people are going like, how good are hybrids if they don't sound good? And
But how good is the steering?
very pinpoint accurate.
So below 30 miles an hour, the rear wheels turn in the opposite direction to the front wheel, a bit like a dumper truck.
Ah, I see.
To reduce the effectively the virtual wheelbase of the car.
Yeah.
Between 30 and 50, it's passive, and up above 50, then it will give you a virtual long wheelbase by changing them turning in the same direction, although not to the same degree.
Very accurate.
It's effortless, isn't it? And that's pretty steep uphill. It's 40% gradient going up there.
Yeah, and it just takes it like This hill's so fun. Like, you come down here, it'd be cool if they made Millbrook into a racing simulator,
Is it not on any of the sims?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, got like Silverstone and all the other stuff. But not many people get the chance to come here and do this sort of stuff. It's like me when I'm roller coasters.
I don't do negative G. No. I get seasick on the serpentine.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's such a...
It feels brilliant, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So we'll take the car to the bowl. Remember your hands, don't need to move them.
Oh yeah.
So used to cars where you have to make much more steering lock inputs to get the same result.
That's the thing, when you can keep it like this the whole time.
You're using 45 degrees lock there to make a reasonably tight corner. So we'll come down to roundabout's third exit.
Yeah. I can see why people buy these for regular, daily commuters as well, because they're so comfortable.
Super comfortable. 20,000 miles before it needs its first service.
Not bad.
In standard mode, incredibly usable in town. Yeah, you can flick a couple of switches and make the car come alive.
Yeah. It's hard for people to see watching the video to understand what it's physically like to be in one. And I think that's where the reaction comes across as what the actual car's like to drive, and people are I want that sense of feeling. People want to feel what it's like to be in these type of vehicles, because not many people get the chance, do they? How many times can you say, oh, I've been out in a 911 4S?
Yeah, I think it's something like, going compared to the left is, something like 5% of the population has ever sat in a Porsche.
Really? And that's any type of Porsche.
So round to the left. So we're in a really privileged position to be in this.
Yeah.
So the inside lane's closed, so we'll join and then go on to straight out into lane 2, and then providing it's clear, I'll get you to just give it full beans once you get out onto the.
What are we looking at?
That's it. Then off you go, full beans.
Jesus Christ.
That's good.
That's quick. Really quick. Yeah, that's insane.
So it's 450 horsepower, bi-turbo 3-litre engine.
It's insane. But that was just effortless.
Yeah.
It was there in no time.
It just
Shot up.
you don't even feel the gear change.
No. It's seamless. It's just. I like the sound as well. Because it's coming from behind you, it's nuts.
So it's got 8 speeds. Top speed's actually reached in 6th gear.
Really? What's the top speed?
7 and 8 are overdrive gears, 190 miles an hour.
190 miles an hour. It's incredible.
So the car's fitted with 2 suspension systems. It's got PASM, so Porsche Active Suspension Management.
Yeah.
Which means the car is very comfortable going over this surface.
Yeah.
I confirm effectively the bump and the rebound up by just a flick of the switch here.
Yeah.
And instantly you can feel
You
the
can
rides
feel that.
firmer. So that works through a cone system. You then also have on this car Porsche dynamic chassis control.
Yeah.
Which in this car effectively stops the inside lifting when you start to put steering lock into the car, so it reduces the roll.
Yeah.
So it puts the roll centre to the inside of the car. We use that same acronym for Panamera and Cayenne, where it's actually active anti-roll bars in that car, but not in this car.
It's just typical German engineering, isn't it?
No, it's brilliant.
Absolutely phenomenal. It's made me change my outlook actually, because you know a lot of people don't look at, because aesthetically people don't look at a Porsche and go, oh, that looks like a supercar then, you know, because so many of the, you know, look at the 718 Cayman, you know, not necessarily a supercar, it's a sports car. And I think some people can't differentiate between the different models.
But it's almost all of Ferrari
Yeah.
at a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a braking test, so keep the speed up.
Yeah.
I'll get you to come across towards, just come down one lane, and I'm going to tell you where to brake when we come
Should I
off.
brake hard or?
So yeah, you'll need to brake really hard. Just checking there's no one behind us, so stay out in this lane.
Yeah.
Keep bringing the car around. So now start to come over towards the left hand side, keep the speed up, keep the speed up, keep it come left, and brake.
That was quick, and it didn't even feel like it was putting in much much effort.
Part of the design criteria for the cars is it has to go from 60 miles an hour to 0 in half the time it takes to go from 0 to 60.
It's incredible. And what's it 0 to 60 time?
It is 3.4 seconds.
So it needs to stop.
In 1.7.
That's ridiculous. I keep going to change gear. That's incredible.
And that's not just this car, that's any of the cars we make. So when you think about that, there's an exponential development rate for braking than there is for acceleration.
Yeah. That's
So
it.
if you turn the dial back to on the steering wheel, the mode switch back to normal, you just feel the whole car just relaxes.
Yeah.
So when you're doing low speed driving, it's very easy, very compliant.
I can't complain at all. There's nothing. So for my first time being in a Porsche, I can't say there's anything I dislike about it in any way, shape or form.
Good.
And you know, been in it for the first time. It's just kind of lost for words, because like the engineering capabilities behind it are just phenomenal.
I think that when there's such high expectations of a car, it's quite hard to live up to those expectations at times. And this car seems to do it evolution after evolution after evolution.
No, it's just very grateful to be able to come out in this. So yeah, phone's going on. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. Thanks to Brian for taking us out.
Pleasure.
And yeah, hopefully one day we'll be able to take another Porsche out. We're turning here. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the little bell for the post notifications. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.